Since the Copper Age, on the path of bhakti, we have had a very theoretical relationship with God. Yes, it is always very superficial, very, it's always in the mind. It's never practical. But if you look at relationship with souls, it is very practical. Yes, it is concrete, give and take. But with God, it is always very abstract. So, but just like, we have relationships with souls, Baba is also a supreme soul. And Baba says that the relationship you have with me also needs to be very practical. And in a practical relationship, you see, honesty is very valued. Yes, so if you are in a relationship with a human and you say that it's a deep relationship, then the basis of that relationship is you do not hide anything from them. Yes, do you agree? So, any relationship which is considered to be strong has this one quality that you do not hide anything, let alone say lies. Even hiding is considered to be a sin in a relationship. In giving incomplete information in a relationship is considered sinful. And you see that if there is not that honesty, that complete transparency, then a relationship cannot survive the test of time. And this is the sign of a practical relationship. So Baba says that with me also, do you have a practical relationship, or is it just a theoretical, abstract relationship? Because you see, we are talking about taking inheritance from Baba. So we definitely have to ask ourselves, are we in that kind of a concrete relationship where Baba would make us his heir? Or are we in a very, in a world of our own where we believe we are having a relationship, but that relationship is not founded on any practicality, any trust, any transparency? So, Baba is today underlining all these things and being honest with Baba. And Baba tells us that I give you my chart honestly. So Baba doesn't hide anything from us, does he? He tells us his whole journey, how long he stays in the soul world, when he comes, what he does, what he doesn't do. So even, things that our little minds are not capable of understanding, Baba doesn't even hide those from us. And Baba is very, very transparent about what he has, what he gives. So Baba says, I have this inheritance of Satyug and I have come to give you that. Baba doesn't hide anything from us. But we have to ask ourselves, are we that transparent with Baba? So Baba says that, of course, Baba operates through his children. So Baba has given every child a center, a nimit, and in your case it is this center of Saket, and then Baba says whatever you tell me comes via the center you're connected with. Yes, so Baba says, are you that transparent? Do you give your whole account to Baba? So, have you given the full account of your body, mind, wealth, and your past, present to Baba? So, are you hiding something, or are you not revealing every information, or have you given, have you been so transparent that you have submitted everything to Baba through the nimit? So Baba says, when the Brahmani is good, the Brahmani is the instrument teacher. When the instrument teacher is good, then that instrument teacher ensures that every child gives all his details to Baba. Yes, and especially what details do children hide? So they will reveal everything. They will reveal their diseases in the body. They will reveal, whatever they are suffering in the mind with, and they will also reveal their past. But what they don't reveal is what they do, how much they earn, and all the financial accounts children usually don't give to Baba. So Baba says, if you're a good instrument teacher, then you would make sure that every child gives his complete account to Baba. And only when there is so much transparency can, Baba guide you properly. Because you see, the important thing is karma is created through mainly 8 things: body, mind, wealth, time, thought, energy, speech, and conduct. Yes, so body, mind, wealth, time, thought, energy, speech, and conduct. These are the ways in which karma is created. So now you see, if a child is not giving the full account of what karma he is creating through these resources, and the child only keeps saying that, I'm suffering in this way and that way, then how do you get Shrimat? How does somebody tell you where you're going wrong? Yes, so just like you see, suppose you go to a doctor and you tell the doctor, I have a stomach ache. But when the doctor asks you, is there anything you want me to know about the stomach ache? You are not revealing that I have eaten this stuff which has led to the stomach ache. And the doctor is going on giving you medicines which are not working for you. So you have to tell the doctor what is it that is causing the trouble. And you see that if you are not honest with Baba about your body, mind, wealth, your time, thought, energy, if you're not transparent with Baba with what you're doing with your time, what you're doing with your mind, who are you remembering, how are you using your time, where is your money going? Because you see, money is creating a lot of karma. Or what are the actions that you're performing? Are they vicious? Are they virtuous? If you're not telling Baba all of this stuff, then even if Baba is giving you the directions, let's suppose you will of course approach the center or approach me and ask for some guidance in some trouble. But if I don't have your whole account, how do I know where the trouble is coming from? And how do I tell you what changes you can bring? So that is what Baba is telling us today, that you have to give your whole chart. And only when you give your whole chart, and especially about what you do, what you earn, and I will tell you one thing, I remember there was this one brother, and he was in Gyan, and he would always tell me that, I am suffering by way of body, by way of mind, and especially, you see, okay, body, we understand there's a lot of suffering, 63 births coming from the body, but he would always tell me that he's suffering a lot in the mind. But I could never get it that, Baba is giving so much love to the child and this is Baba's child. Why is there so much suffering of the mind? So then, slowly, gradually, over the years, I came to know that he's using all his money for corrupt things, his way of earning money and his occupation and the way he's spending his money are both not in alignment with Baba's Srimad. And then I told him, you see, if this is the source of your money and this is where your money is going, nobody can save you from this, mental turmoil. And however much you try to remember Baba, that's not going to help, because there's so much bad karma, sinful karma being created out of it. So you see that Baba tells us that every chart is important. Sometimes children don't tell their past, and Baba always tells that give your full story to Baba. Yes, so all that you remember in this life, you must give your full story, your truth to Baba. And you see, whenever there is a question of personal advice, one cannot give you personal advice without knowing your whole background story. Sometimes, and your background story will reveal what kind of karmic account you have, what kind of sanskars you have. So until we know that, how do we give you advice? So Baba says it's very important that there is this kind of transparency with Baba. And then Baba tells us that Baba is here. So this is one aspect of relationship with Baba. And then the relationship with Baba, apart from being based on transparency and trust and honesty, have you heard that Baba says, Sachi dil par sahib razi? So if you have an honest heart, then Baba will be happy with you. So this is that aspect of honesty, that aspect of transparency. And I will tell you one thing, you see, if we are, it is my personal experience also that if I am absolutely transparent with Baba about the body, mind, wealth, past, present, everything, and then I'm also very honest in my intention to follow Baba's Srimad, because you see that sometimes children say that I am following Baba's Srimad or I want to be Lakshmi Narayan, but they are just saying it for the sake of saying it. But if there is an honest intention to follow Baba's Srimad, so that also counts. So that is also an aspect of honesty and relationship. Because sometimes you see children's words and their acts don't match. So in words, children are saying, you see, this is my father and I want an inheritance with the father, but there is no obedience. So Baba says, remember me. And I'm not saying that, you remember Baba 100%. Maybe you are not successful, but is there honesty in your effort? Because that honesty in your effort counts. Yes. And I remember there was this one Mata, she shared a very beautiful experience with me. She said, you see, Didi, I am not able to sit in remembrance of Baba. But for many years, at least 2 years after coming into Gyan, I never tried also. I just said, I cannot remember Baba and I don't have that stability of mind, and I just slept at Amrit Vela. And then I could see no improvement or no growth in me. And then she said, one day I decided, okay, even if I can't remember Baba, what stops me from getting up at Amrit Vela? So you see, that's Baba's time. So let me just get up and sit. And she said, I've been getting up and sitting at Amrit Vela, trying to remember Baba for the last 1 year. She said, I still can't remember Baba, but I have a lot of improvement in myself. And that's not because of the power of yoga, I know, because yoga I don't have. But I think this honesty that I have shown with Baba, that I have committed that time to Baba, that has also brought a lot of improvement and upliftment in my stage. So I think, this subject of honesty, this subject of transparency is a big one. And you see, I will tell you one thing. There is this one Mata, and she was telling me about her daughter. And she told me that, Didi, yesterday my daughter came to me and she asked for some financial advice. She's working and earning, and she asked me for some financial advice, but I didn't feel like guiding her. So I said, but why? You're the mother. Why didn't you feel like guiding her? So she said, because you see, Didi, she has done some investments in the past month which she has not told me about. I know about them because we have a common chartered accountant. So the chartered accountant told me that your daughter has done these investments, but she didn't tell me about that. And now all of a sudden she came to me for financial advice. So I didn't feel like giving it to her because I felt that if she has been hiding the previous investments, then she is taking charge of her finances. So why should I knack my brain into something that she has already taken charge of? So she said, I avoided the situation and I said, I'm busy right now and maybe I have to understand everything in detail and then I'll be able to guide. But seriously speaking, I'm telling you, I'm not interested in giving any advice to her. So you see, even with a parent, if a child has been hiding things, so you see, if but let's talk about Baba as a parent and we as children. So let's say I have been hiding about whatever is my, my account of wealth and other stuff. And then I want Baba to guide me and to, give his grace and give his blessings that I become wealthy and rich. Is that going to happen? That's not going to happen. So Baba says that you want me to look after your body, mind and wealth, the unlimited account of it, but you are not being transparent with me. Then how do you think this relationship will work? So you see, just like every relationship in the mundane, ordinary world, even with souls, transparency is a very big factor which is the foundation of a relationship. Even with Baba, transparency is very important, and no partner in a relationship is going to take the responsibility of you in that relationship without this aspect of transparency. If you're hiding something from somebody, that person also feels that I am not responsible in this relationship. So this is a very practical aspect that Baba talks about. Then I talked about also, the honesty with which you belong to Baba. So the honesty with which you you intend to follow Baba's Shrimat. So Baba says that I am the truth, and I am giving you what is true, and I am guiding you in the true way. So do I have that nishay, that faith in Baba, that yes, whatever Baba is telling me is for my good, for my betterment, for my best, and do I have the honest intention of doing it? Whatever Srimad Baba gives us, whether it is about purity, whether it is about being virtuous. So let's take the example of virtue. So let's take the example of purity. So do I make a sincere attempt to have purity of body, mind and wealth? Because you see, many a times children are not making that attempt. It's not about the result. Even there is no attempt. So, even when Baba says that, your body, you've practiced celibacy or practiced purity of food. So, I have seen children, you see, they say, I'm in Gyan for 5 years, 6 years, and then they say, there is no purity of food. And then they say, I'm not able to do it, and I don't believe it. Is it that difficult to purify food that you've been trying for 5 years and you've not been able to? No, you've not been trying. That's the thing. So there is no, so if there is no commitment to Baba Shrimat, then how can Baba make me Shri Shri? So Baba says, you see, you will be Shri Lakshmi, Shri Narayan based on Shrimat. So if you follow Shrimat, you will become Shri Lakshmi, Shri Narayan. And if there is no honesty and commitment to Baba's Shrimat, then how can Baba be committed to making us Shri Lakshmi, Shri Narayan? That's not happening. And then Baba says that, are you committed to my purpose? So that's another aspect of honesty. So you see that in a deep relationship, there has to be commitment to purpose of each other. Yes, so suppose you see that, I remember, there was this one Mata, and she said that my husband is into a business and I don't know much about the business, but I try to help. So I said, how do you help without knowing about the business? So she said, even if I do this much, that I just sit in the shop. So even, but just like a, what do you say, gatekeeper. Sometimes I just sit there and guard. I just watch whether somebody is not picking something, stealing something. At least I try to contribute that much. So I said, but why do you think that's important? So she said, you see, it's my husband's business, so I try to do whatever I can. So you see that there is this, in a relationship of love and commitment, there is this commitment to the business, and you see that when it comes to Baba, Baba says that I am creating a new world for you. So I am doing that service for you. So are you not committed to that service on my behalf? So Baba says, I have come from the soul world to do your service and create a new world for you. And what stops you from showing that commitment to that seva which is being done to create a world for you? So Baba says, if you are not serviceable, if you are not committed to my seva of creating a better world, if you just, Baba says, you used to cook sabzi and roti earlier and now also you are cooking sabzi and roti, what new are you doing? Now that Baba has come, what extra service have you taken up? whether it is about using your time, using your qualities, using your resources. Are you using them for seva, or are you just this is a relationship where only I am committed to creating a new world for you and you are not participating? And Baba says, although you see everyone is Baba's child and Baba loves all his children, but Baba's Sakash, or Baba's light and might, is drawn by serviceable children. So Baba says this is the foundation of a relationship. So although I'm giving to everybody, but only when you have this aspect of commitment to seva in this relationship with Baba, then you draw Baba's light and might. And then Baba says that I love the children who are virtuous, because Baba is creating a world full of virtues, a world of purity, sweetness, royalty. So those children who are removing the defects in them, and those children who are becoming viceless, and those children who are adopting virtues, I love them. And just think about Baba loving you. So you think about, you see, when we love Baba, it feels so good. But how would it feel when Baba loves you? And you see, there is a lot of difference between loving and feeling loved. So if loving Baba feels so good, what would feeling loved by Baba feel like? So Baba says that this is the kind of relationship you have to build with me, where you are committed with honesty to my purpose, to my seva, you are transparent, you are committed to Srimad, and you are also committed to being virtuous and pure, because I am here to create a pure world for you. So these are very practical aspects of relationship with Baba that Baba is talking about. And Baba says, when you do all this, then you become eligible for inheritance from me. And Baba also says that there is another rule in Sangam Yuga, and the rule is, if you make Baba your heir, then Baba will make you his heir in Satyug. Yes. So Baba says, first you make me your child, and then I as a parent will give you everything that you deserve. So Baba says that you also have to check for yourself whether you have made Baba your heir. Now just think about, because Baba also says that there are 3 factors why children don't make Baba his heir. First factor is children just say for the sake of saying it that I have made Baba my child, but they have no intention. Second reason is they don't understand what making Baba his child means. And the third is they are under the influence of Maya. So even if they want to make Baba the child, they are not able to do it. Now, I want you to think about what it means to make Baba your child, and what do you understand by it, and write in the points on YouTube. Submit in writing your introspection about what you think Baba means when he says, make me your child. And let's see if you really understand what making Baba your heir means. And Baba says, the simple law is, if you make Baba your child, Baba will also consider you his child and give you the inheritance. So this is one thing. And then Baba says something very nice, which I really loved, which I had never heard in the Murli before. Baba says that in the end, I will be revealed and also Brahma Baba will be revealed. So the whole world will come to know that I am a soul and Shiv Baba is my spiritual father. But they will also, whether it is any soul of any religion, they will also come to know who Brahma Baba is. That Brahma Baba is the Prajapita, he is the father of every religion. And you see, in every religion, they talk about Adam, Brahma. So everybody will go and recognize that Adam or Brahma that they have been worshipping for so long. And that was also very beautiful, because you see, it's lovely to know that both our fathers will be revealed, and it's such a great intoxication that we are being sustained by both the fathers directly. Okay, Om Shanti.